Welcome to Nation's Finds. I'm Mandy. I'm an online reseller. I sell primarily on eBay and Poshmark. So today I'm going to go over the last top sales for the last week. That would be the February 7th through February 13th. I'm going to do eBay first. So it was a really good week. I still strive for that. I want to do $3,000 in a week and I just can't get there. And we bust our butt this week. So hopefully the work we're doing now is building up my inventory more and I'll have a blowout like week sometime. I'm really. So on eBay, we did a total of, I'll just do my total. My total was $2,499.88. 12 cents away from $2,500 in 1 week. I'm going to say we did 2,500, just easier. Great week for me. I think the last week, I think it was like at 2,100. I've been seeming to be about 2,100 to 2,300. So I felt really good about this week. So eBay, we'll do eBay sales first. The first one I'm going to cover is this Kate Spade sunglasses. So don't overlook sunglasses. You do want to find them in good condition. I normally buy jewelry lots, or even sometimes I get sunglass lots. But sometimes they have scratches, or the hinges are all messed up and wonky, or they're twisted. So I have a pair of Coach sunglasses that are really jacked up. So I'm going to have to find somebody who can straighten them out for me. But these were like prime condition. They were in its case. It was great. So these sold for $30 plus shipping. The next thing is this Victoria's Secret sweater dress. It was silk and cashmere blend, which is amazing. It was a low amount of cashmere. This is Moda International, which is made for Victoria's Secrets. And I remember the first time I ever found them, it was a leather jacket and I had no idea what it was. And I sold it and shipped it to Russia. I think it sold for over $100. This was years ago. So I still pick up Moda, but only trendy pieces. So you have to be really careful with them or look them up. They're not all great. Sweater dresses are still real popular. And this one had a cool like turtleneck and the cashmere and silk made it really good. When I was looking up sweater dresses that had sold, they were all really low price. And I was like, ooh, okay, maybe I should have looked this up. Well, I listed it still at $29.99 and I got an offer the next day. Oh, sorry, my dog just walked in. The next day for $28. So I went ahead and took it. Yeah, it sold within 1 day, less than a day. This third one is new in box Stour Metropolitan watch. And it had a cute box and it had all the paperwork still with it. The only thing we did is we did put a new battery in it. And if you've watched me for a while, you know we do our own, we buy the batteries in bulk. I don't think I have any right here, no. Off of Amazon, I normally pay about $1 or less per battery. Much cheaper. If you go to Walmart, they charge you like $5 or $6. Not worth it. Invest in some good tools and just change the batteries yourself. Sometimes I have a hard time closing them. I don't have really strong hands. And so my husband, he does that part of the business. This sold for $35.19. I do buy, I buy jewelry lots and watches come in them. But I also do buy lots that are just watches. Those are kind of competitive, so I don't normally buy the ones that are like really high priced unless I see something in there that I think is really good. But again, you don't know if they work, and so I try to go for the lower priced, larger lots. The pieces that don't sell or that don't work, I do sell them off for parts. So even if they didn't work, you still can recoup your money. This fourth one is another watch, Morelato, probably Italian, and it had natural diamonds, chips, I might say, like little bitty diamonds, and it sold for $34.50. Both of those watches were probably listed for a little bit, not for very long. And they're really light. They ship for like $3.50, $3.50, unless they went overseas. This next item is Fly London Yaz. Yaz was the model, and their wedges, leather uppers. They sold for $43.99, and they sold within probably 2 weeks. And I bought those at the bins. So I paid $1.50 maybe for them. Well, maybe even, no, $1.50. Sometimes I get my, if I buy a lot, then I might get 99 cents a pound. This next item is a Joseph Ribkoff, and it's like a watercolor floral sheath dress. It's sold for $50, and it sold within a week. This was actually in a haul video recently, and I probably paid 99 cents a pound for that one, so I might be at $1 or $2. This next one was a recent trip that we took to the bins, but I didn't film it. It was the day we went to the boutique. And they were these little slippers, and they have the fringe you can see in the picture, and they had like a rubber band around it like Goodwill normally does. And Heather handed them to me. She found them and said, "Hey, these look kind of nice. What do you think?" And they were brand new. No one had ever worn them. And I was like, sure. I mean, that day was 99 cents. We bought a lot that day. I think it was 99 cents or $1.29. So we may have paid, because they're light, 75 cents, maybe $1. Pretty excited. $42.49. So even if it's something you've never seen before, I've never heard of these birdies. They were originally $100 slippers. Who knew? And this last one from eBay are these Rothy's red bird's eye for $100. Heather found these. So funny. I watch a lady named Denali, and her channel is El Ducho, and her Instagram I think is El Ducho Thrift. Never met the lady, just love her. And she always says if you find something good in the bin, there's probably another one, and maybe even another one. Well, I had found a pair of gray Rothy's, which I posted in my Instagram account. I mean, you may have seen that post. But 2 bins down, about 5 minutes later, Heather pulls out the red pair. I just couldn't believe it. I've never found Rothy's ever at the bins, and we found 2 pairs. So this one sold for $100 on eBay, and it sold less than a day. I had a lot of like lowball offers right at the beginning, but we held out. The weird thing on both pairs is that they had been shrunk. They were listed as, I mean, if you looked at the tag, they were a size 10, but they weren't a 10 anymore. I tried them on. I'm an 8.5. They were definitely a 9. So we disclosed that, they have been shrunk, and they're a 9, and they still sold for $100. Now, there are ways that you possibly could stretch them out, and there's YouTube videos and help guides on that. More than likely, the lady, the pre-owner, owned both of them and had thrown them in the dryer, and they shrunk because they are washable. I guess they're not dryable though, not for the dryer. So those are my top 8 sales from eBay. And on eBay, we did $2,349.88 for the week. So we're happy with that. That was 108 orders. So the average was $21.75. So I'm really happy with that. The next one is on Poshmark. We're going to do Poshmark. And I did a total of $150. Nothing crazy. I am new, like I said, to Poshmark. I started in November. And last week, I think I only had 1 order. Maybe 2. I think I only had 1 order in the last week's video. So I really did my part, and I did share out my closet, and I did cross post more items onto Poshmark. And it seems like it helped a little bit. I did sell 4 items. So again, it seems like a lot of effort for 4 orders. Where I could have maybe spent that much time on eBay and maybe have sold more than 4. So it's kind of like, but I feel like I'm in the building mode. So I feel like I'm still needing to invest that amount of time. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So the first one is this Lane Bryant dress. It's like a shark bite. It's like asymmetrical, but it goes out. It's longer on the sides. And it had the ombre from green to blue. It sold for $15. And the buyer paid the shipping. This next one is in a Shakti sequin dress. And it sold for $20, and it was really cute. It was cream, like a cream white on the bottom with pockets and a sequin top. Now, I will say, I like Shakti. I've personally bought from them. But you have to be really careful when you select their pieces because the plus sizes do better. And sometimes it'll say in the tag custom. I just listed one yesterday, and it was a custom piece, meaning somebody gave them their measurements and they made it to their measurements. So it may not follow a certain size guide. So I had to pull up their size guide and find the closest one and list it as that, but make sure that they knew it was custom and here are the measurements for that dress. So I'm always kind of careful and disclose those measurements. This third item is the Adidas Gazelle shoes. I'm not 100% sure if these were vintage or not. I'm not a shoe person. I just listed it as it is. It could be like a throwback print, but they kind of looked vintage. It had the model name in it and stuff, which made me think like it's probably modern. I looked at what it was going for. I sold them for $20. I'm happy with that. I bought these at a thrift store, a regular thrift store, for about $6, if I remember right. And the last one is the other pair of Rothy's, the gray bird's eye. And I would say the red is a more popular color than the gray, but the gray still did good, $95. And again, it was shrunken, so that's why it's less than $100. Most Rothy's, you don't want to go below $100. And so, but I went ahead and took the offer of $95. So that made a total of $150. And so with the two together, again, was $2,499.88. So basically $2,500. Very happy for the week. Still striving for the $3,000 week. We're still going. I'll start, and also I'm on the Poshmark account. I'll get a video up this weekend on where I'm at there. And then I actually will have a video soon. I'll be doing over international customer issue on tariffs and like VAT tax. So that'll be real interesting. I'll tell you what happened to me today. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great week and you have great sales. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.